Hello, and welcome back to Oolykee Gaming, and welcome back to another episode of Workers and Resources Soviet Republic, and today we're gonna be focusing on Whale Tier's transport system. Right, so that's an easy one, so easily one. Yeah, it's gonna be a little bit of a tricky one. I think Mr. Whaletier said that he would like to have trains running through the city, which is of course not a problem. I think I'm gonna start because it never starts with the one thing, it always starts with a lot of things that need to be done. I always had an opinion that, when you're building a line or something like that, it's like, you build a line and that's it, but actually it's not. You have a huge infrastructure that needs to be connected as well, and that can often be a problem. I don't remember why I built this way. Let's try to see if we can clean this up a little bit. Right, so it's never as simple as that. It's always something complicated. Why did the node disappear here? And sometimes it doesn't. I think there's something strange happening there. Can we circle this one? Can we square the circle? How do we do this? Let's see if I can make this one look nice. You know what? Just to clean it a little bit. I don't know if this is even cleaning, because what I'm gonna do is something like this. Here we go. Here we go. You know what? Let's try from the opposite side. How will this look? This will look like crap, so no. I will try to do it like this. And here we go, something like... Really? Let's try a little bit nicer. It's just me trying to do stupid stuff. It's not really even that necessary. The problem here is gonna be the railroad construction of this area. So we have a little bit of a busy thing happening over here with the helicopters. Do we have 3? Are we missing one? Is the one actually extinguishing fire or something? No, probably not. Okay, what's happening with the kindergarten? This one is not being used that much, so we're gonna remove it anyway. So what I'm gonna do here, we need a station, we need a station over here as well. Road and Statsovo Road. Should I put the footpath as well? I'm not sure if these footpaths are properly organized. Okay, some of you guys said that you like overpasses. Fine, I'll have overpasses as well. This is probably gonna be a nice area to have overpasses because they are visually imposing. Let's call it imposing because they're there. We have this crap never finished, so let's start this. Let's clean up all the footpaths that we actually don't need, and we're gonna need a lot of them. We will need a lot of them. What I'm gonna do is construct, let's see, steel ones. This is way too short. I know I can put it in this direction, but this is just extending the range they have to walk to get across. How am I supposed to do this? It doesn't have to be, it can be anywhere. What about this? No, I think it's better to have it in this direction. So something like this, and let's make it simple so we can at least start doing something. Ta-dum, 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 tum-tum. There we go. And then this one needs to be connected here. And build this. Build overpass. As we did with Murmansk, we're gonna have two different types of city. We're gonna have the old city across here that is gonna be mostly, well, let's say less developed, and then we're gonna have the new part of the city that is over there, that's gonna have one type of overpasses, and the other one is gonna have other type of overpasses. I'm just gonna remove these footpaths, but I'm pretty sure we're gonna need many more of them. Let's do one over here. So this side of the city is gonna have these concrete overpasses, and the other side of the city is gonna have feng shui, form over function, without connections, and without connections, as short as possible, and like this. I think when I finish it, this is gonna look okay. And then we need to connect these overpasses. There we go. Construct all of this. So this is gonna be a next overpass. Let them eat cake. Let them build this first, and then we're gonna deal with the rest of it. Okay, that's it. I will be removing this. Really? Okay. Let's remove this one. This one is needed until the road is finished, and let's remove some of these. Let's see if we can build next extension of the railroad. No, we can't. This footpath is causing issues. You know what? Let's let them finish this, and let's focus on a couple of other things. You know what I didn't do in a while? I haven't read the messages, and there's 12 pages of them. So let's go real quickly to see if I can spot anything that we are interested in. Building on fire. Sure. Go away. Traffic jam. Oh, pause. That's a recent news. We need those. Okay, so what's the problem? Vehicle without fuel. Why is that? Is there fuel here? No fuel here. Why is there no fuel here? Okay, where is fuel coming from? Fuel here is coming from Galask. Galask fuel. Where's the fuel? Here. No fuel. Okay, why is there no fuel in the Galask? Trains are delivering from here. Is there fuel here? Bitumen, bitumen, bitumen. Yes, this is the problem. Ooh, okay, so we need to install the ship to start getting all this sweet Evergiven. Whoever had any issues with Evergiven? Okay, we have an issue with the fuel, and this is something that was long time coming. What I'm gonna do now is to set some of this. Wait. We have this refinery. Ah, right. Why isn't it pushing fuel out? Because it's... interesting. It should be pushing the fuel out and then just backlogging on the bitumen, but then at this point the bitumen will stop production because it doesn't have any... It doesn't matter where this fuel is, either in this tank or this tank, it cannot create more fuel because there's too much bitumen. So let's go. There we go. Let's remove 250 tons of bitumen. Okay. Fuel is being produced and pumped into the tanks, so this is kind of resolved. So what did we do with this bitumen, huh? Where did we put this bitumen? How do you discard bitumen? Fish farms, huh? No, I don't know what I would say in this case, but this still needs to be resolved. This might be a bigger issue. Well, probably it's a little bit bigger issue than expected. But what I can do, I'm pretty sure that if there's no fuel there, how do you balance this fuel? Here's a good question. Maybe I'm just being stupid, but here's a good question. How do you balance this fuel? Ooh, look at this one. Do we have fuel? This one has fuel. So from now on, you're not supposed to be loading more months. Whoa. What the hell did I just do? Ah, right. He was loading. What the hell is this then? Ah, you're unloading here. You bastard. You need to load here. There we go. Just load here and that's it. And I will, in order to resolve this, can I do a simple one? It would be a nice thing if we can do a... you know what? We need this resolved anyway. Where is it? No, it's here. So I will back this one up with the fuel from here, but I would like to have some fuel ASAP. So I would like to have some fuel delivered now. How do I do that? The first ones that gonna get some fuel is these guys here. But let's see if these guys have... yeah, these guys are supplying this fuel station as well. So I think they're gonna be reacting first as soon as they get fuel in this storage area. And I'm pretty sure that they're already on the way, aren't you? Aren't you? Aren't you? Okay, maybe not. So where is fuel going then? It's being pumped over here. Why are there two bitumen tanks over here? Ah, probably because fuel was empty and I didn't set it up to store specific item. Interesting. Store this item? If I start destroying this, this is just gonna be refilled over and over, so I have to destroy it all the way. So 1,000 tons of bitumen and then store fuel. But this is gonna be a problem as well, because this is what we were fighting against. How did this fuel get empty? Because I think initially we did have fuel here. Did we export anything? I think there's only... Ooh. My bad. What the hell is this? This is deliveries of fuel, yes. And what about this one here? This one is exporting. This one is export. Whoa, 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 no, this button here. This one is exporting fuel. How the hell did we have fuel exports? I missed this tanker truck. That's fine. That's fine. We're gonna have now the bitumen exports. We're gonna have bitumen exports, and I'm gonna park the fuel exports for a moment. I have no idea why this happened. So, my question to you guys is, how do you regulate if you don't want to export fuel or bitumen? How do you regulate this? Because eventually one resource will be more prevalent over the other. Look at all these buses. Look at them. Look at them stopping everywhere. Will that stop the heating maybe? Oh, who knows? Didn't they say that they're gonna fix this if the bus is out of fuel? That's a good question. Okay, pause here. Stop pumping here. We need this. Where is this coming from? So this is coming from this storage facility. Okay, so this storage facility now is not pumping fuel anywhere else. Let's see how this is going. 24. Why is there 24? Why did they stop at 24? Because there's no workers. Okay. Not pissed off at all. Not pissed off at all. So we have a problem with fuel over here. We have fuel not being loaded here. So we need to deliver fuel over here. We have bitumen already and 200 tons of fuel. I need to reverse fill this with fuel because our people at the moment, they, you know what? No. They need fuel. I need to get fuel here as soon as possible. Why? Oh, this is a bus stop. I was like, why in the hell there's two fuel stations? There's actually not. There's only one. How do I get fuel here? So these guys are not going to produce any fuel, but because there's no workers. Workers are not going to go to work because reasons. I can start removing these trucks. Let's go. These guys who are blocking traffic, I'm going to remove you. So hopefully then you will have... Hopefully then you're gonna have people delivered, fuel flowing, but I don't think I can actually rely on this, solely on this. So what I'm gonna have to do is I'm gonna put a couple of these in storage just to clear the roads, and I'm gonna have to still get these people working. All of those just left. Do we have anybody coming to refinery? Yeah, one guy. One guy out of 500. Okay, pretty sure that the next load of people will have this resolved, but the problem is I will need this fuel. So this train that is going to Murmansk, can we get another one? Electric locomotive. We don't have value. Cheapest crap you can find. Polish, that is being produced right now. 93, 97, there we go. Let's do this. We're gonna get electric locomotive, we're gonna have cargo wagon, we're gonna have the secret mission. Secret mission being that we need to get the crap load of oil in here. So how do we get this? Old school, let's go old school. No, they're not being built anymore. Full in tanker. Can I make it dirty? No. Let's make it, let's try to find the... Here we go, here we go. Ah, 1970. No, I'm not gonna use this one. What about this one? What about... Ooh, these are cool. 2,000, perfect. This is going to be temporary train and we're going to use it in emergencies. But look at this, I remember these. They are quite short, they have small capacity, but I can do this kind of stuff with them. So they're going to be kind of long. There we go. So let's go now like this. You're going to have a mission to go on a border crossing and deliver a crap load of oil. And that's it. And then deliver this oil here. And unload oil, fuel, not oil. Off you go. What's with these? Are you waiting to be loaded? No, he didn't have electricity for load. No, not waiting to be loaded. But still he had an issue with electricity. I think he still has an issue with electricity. Look at this. Is it a power plant? Could be. Are we having any other fuel issues? Yeah, we do. We have boats not having fuel. That's fine. Let them eat cake. We're gonna resolve this. What's with this guy here? This is a food truck. Ooh, I don't like. Oh boy. Right. Okay, let's think this. We ran out of fuel in the country again. Okay, so what the fastest thing? What's with these guys here? Are these guys blocking stuff? No, this one is not blocking anything. Well, he's blocking stuff. Okay, let's go to storage. Go to storage for now. I'm gonna unblock them later. All of these don't have any fuel. So can we get people here to start fuel production or not? That's a good question. At least I think it's a good question. Why is this guy stopped here? Ah, right, it's full. Ah, right, they all stopped because we are full of oil. We need to get people to work over here. Do we have any? Ooh, buses again. Okay, go to storage. Let's see if this is gonna... I have my doubts. What I need to do from here is supply some fuel in the opposite direction. Let's see. Fuel over here, it's not being supplied, so we don't have any fuel here. We should have some fuel in Murmansk. Let's see if we do. Fuel in Murmansk, there's plenty. Okay, so how let's approach this issue from many angles. So first we have train delivering fuel, that's fine. Just in case whoever is the first, that would be really nice. What are the big cisterns or tanker trucks that we are producing? This one is big. Romanian is being barely produced. I think that's good enough. I like this truck and I want to see that one on the streets. Here we go. So you're gonna go and do I want to load here maybe? They're running low on fuel, but Murmansk is not. Murmansk has a good fuel supply for some reason. I tried my best, but I failed to deprave Murmansk of fuel, obviously. And this needs to be delivered somewhere, so let's go locally here. Let's go to the closest, let's go for this one. This is on a highway, and I'm gonna tell you, go get fuel and unload fuel here. Perfect. This is centrally located to our vehicle storage, where we are putting vehicles that ran out of fuel. Whoa. This guy says that this has a question mark. The area is... okay. Why is there an issue here? This guy says that there's an issue here. Let's see. This is now... because he was going to load in a warehouse, was it? Right. This is a problem. So, delete the stop. Oh, right. Okay. So, let me give you another stop. Let's press escape. How do you put a stop to be a first one? Let's put it here, and put it to the last one. So, go here and load food, and the warehouse, remove it. Okay, so this should be... Can you go there? There we go. Do we have food? Have food. These guys don't have food. What about the other here? Power supply. That would be because we cut the cables, but the cable seems to be... Does that just finished, or was it me? They already finished this? No, they didn't. But what was with electricity? Probably electricity is going up and down because of the people supply. We still have one worker working here, two workers working here, 40 people working in the shipyard. We're still waiting for our first ship to be finished. What else we have? Well, the workers are the big one. Fuel. Okay. Fuel. That's the number. I don't know which number truck this is, but we really need to get some workers to work there. Okay. Did you deliver anybody? Come on, really? Oh, 2 workers, yay. Okay, but we, like I mentioned before, we have several things happening here. Wow, okay, look at them. I'm pretty sure that this is electricity issue, that we don't have enough electricity supplied to this grid. Well, we have a little bit. You can see here, well, yeah, we need more workers here. This is exactly the issue that would be resolved if we had the second one. Yeah, we have 2 workers. Perfect. That seems like a smooth oil machine. Smooth. Okay. Anyway. Whoa! Didn't I stop this? I did. You better not be sending any oil or fuel anywhere. This one should be stocking up on fuel. Let's check this. Okay. Pause. Let's get some people. Let's get this truck off the streets. Any more? Any more? Coffee time. So, was this an issue? Was this an issue with my organization of this? That I, for some reason, let one tanker export fuel while bitumen was stockpiled? Or was this an issue that this would happen anyway in the future if we didn't, don't get rid of the excess production, if we don't store it or do anything with it? Would this happen anyway? The question is more so. Oh, pause. The question is more so for what happens in the future if you don't want to... Oh, boy. We're running out of space for cars. That's a problem. I know. Oh, here we go. Go to the refinery and source your fuel from here. There we go. This is probably the fastest solution. Yes. Okay, they have 300 tons of fuel here. Hopefully they're gonna resolve this. Go. Okay, well, while they're resolving all of this, we have a tanker train coming with, well, hopefully a lot of fuel. We have a couple of these bad boys. I'm kind of iffy if I put them somewhere else, because this guy here is going away with a full load of workers for some reason, and they didn't unload here. This is also mechanics of workers. He obviously picked them up either here or in that location, and he delivered. This one just stopped. The previous station was this one, and for some reason he didn't unload workers here. Why didn't you unload? Here we go. We have a little bit more trucks coming in. Why didn't he unload workers here? Because probably they found the job that they want to go on the last station. That would be or the first station. Ooh, blinking. We haven't had this one in a while. Whew. Not on the other side of the bay. Is it power supply? Yeah, it's power supply. Power plant. But I thought we have redundancy here to the grid. I mean, like, obviously, shitty redundancy it is, but still, I thought I expected more from you guys. That's fine. I'm not disappointed for the first time. Right, so we have a ground level public transport. And also, you guys send in the comment section something really, really interesting. Interesting part being the... What was the interesting part? I forgot. Oh, right. Concerning the public transport system and how we construct it. Interesting part was, if you're gonna build a ground level public transport system, you can manage with only a small railroad construction office. But if you want to build this a little bit bigger, this is gonna be a problem. So what I'm talking about here, we try to build in... here we go. There, people are moving. Trucks are moving. I'll wait for a few seconds. You know what? Maybe I won't. let them just go. What I wanted to say is, if you're gonna build extensive public transport system like we have in Babushkino here, what do we mean by extensive? That is gonna have a lot of bridges. You have to make sure that you have this construction office, Redlo construction office over here. No, you cannot have this one, because this one is too small. By the way, this one doesn't have any industrial connections to it, so we cannot connect anything, any additional storage. Why is that? Because some of your construction, especially bridges, they require a lot of bricks, and there's no storage for bricks here. What you would need to do is to have direct supply of people, direct supply of materials like steel, prefabs, and bricks delivered here, and probably wait until they are unloaded in order to have this supplied with enough materials to construct something like this. So if you're gonna build a big transport system like we did over here, you better go with something different. You better go with something railroad construction office. So we have the big one from Mr. Robs, and probably would be better suited over here. It does have industrial connections if you need them, but if you don't, you just put them somewhere a little bit further away, and then build some kind of railroad just to have it connected. Now, leaving those there for like permanently, it's not a bad idea, especially for example if you're going to be expanding this. What you can do is stop your public transport system, so send all of your trams into the storage, and then, well, hopefully that you can fit them in there, and then finish construction of your expansion, and then set the trams back on their merry way. In the meantime, while you're upgrading your railroad, you can set up a bus transport in the same locations where the trams or trains were going. It's gonna be just a patch on an open wound, but still it's gonna be at least a patch on an open wound. So you would have to still, you know, suffer some kind of economical damage because of that. Well, unless you build a lot of buses and, you know, just, you know, but I don't think anything can replace the amount of transport can be done by trains. Right, what I wanted to do real quickly, because I noticed some of these monuments are not set to be constructed. I wanted to set them to be constructed, and I can see that some of these bad boys here, groundwork worm. Oh, okay, no, that's fine. I thought some of you mentioned. Oh, right, look at this bad boy. Let's go and build this with capital 2. And let's see what else we have. We can finish a couple of these. Will they go and finish themselves? This one needs to be assigned. Let's go for capital 1 just in case. Anyway. Wow. Okay, there's a lot of stuff that needs to be finished here that I didn't assign capital 1 again. Kindergarten here, it's not assigned capital 1. I probably should have checked how many free vehicles we have. But anyway, let's go back to our initial problem over here. The problem is that we don't have enough fuel, and we still don't. We're taking the fuel from the refinery. Public transport system is functioning, so the thing that we need to bear in mind here, that we need those workers, 2,500 unemployed workers. We need to get them to workplaces. That would be a refinery first and foremost. I'm just hoping that we have this. Why is there 2 of them? Right, we are exporting crude. We are exporting crude oil? Really? Oh, that's fine. I think we have too much crude oil anyway. Right, the biggest problem we have at the moment, we will get supply of fuel. I'm kind of hoping. Let's see where this guy is. We had this latest train. There we go. Yeah, also you guys said something really interesting that I'm definitely gonna do. I have nothing against anybody else, but I really, because of the nature of my work and my attention span, I don't watch many other YouTubers that are making videos about this game. And some of the ideas, well, most of my ideas come from you, and I know that to you it either comes from your gray matter between your ears, and also some ideas from other YouTubers, and this is really nice. I love this, and I'm probably going to be making these videos as well of our trains, well, bumping on our unleveled railroads. But anyway, I think this is going to be really, really interesting. And let's go and see how this is going to look here, for example. Yeah, this is not ideal. I don't really like how these rails look on the left-hand side. I think we should do a little bit more leveling before we even try to place them. But wow, this canyon, you get a totally different perspective when you see your country from this area. Not my proudest moments over here. I think I should have done much better work, especially with the leveling of these railroads, but also cleanliness of the electrical grid. I think there's much to be done here. And probably from the construction perspective, it would be better if I kept it on the ground level next to the road. I think it would be much more realistic. Don't crash, there we go. Perfect. Oh, wow. Yeah, some of the angles that we get from here on this railroad, they're quite weird. And we're getting to whale tier. Let's see what kind of views we can get from train side. Here we go. Middle mouse button, turn right. Ooh, nice. Oh, I forgot to address something. Control G, escape. I forgot to address something that Steph said. What do I have against tall buildings? Absolutely nothing. I actually love tall buildings, but I wanted to tell you, wanted to express at least my, should we call it fear? Let's go with fear. I wanted to express my fear of tall buildings. I used to live in a building for whole my life. Even now I kind of live in building, even though the highest building in Ireland is 2 stories high or something like that. It's a joke, but Ireland is a joke. No, Ireland has a big town. It's just a town. It's not a city. There's no cities here. I mean, Dublin has 1 million people, but it's a town of 1 million people. Million people town, it looks like urban sprawl on all sides as far as I can see. It's like totally unpractical to build any kind of dense urban transport system. It's probably gonna be just because I don't want to go on a rant about this. I think I already did several times. Frig it. I'm just gonna do it. Dublin has absolutely appalling public transport system. That's probably the worst one in the world. If you don't have, well, let's call it a developed world, even though as a joke I call Ireland a rich third world country because of the infrastructure it has. Roads are pretty nice outside of Dublin, definitely, but not within Dublin. It's horrible. If you go to some places like Ballyfermot, Finglas, all the places that are high on the quality of life list, but no, everywhere else as well within Dublin, just because it's a city of 1 million people, but it was designed as a town, so it's a huge town with a lot of town mentality and issues. So Dublin has appalling public transport. It has buses on top of buses, and 1 million people that are well off, that everybody has a car. If you want to go to Dublin city center, good luck. It's only buses and cars everywhere. If you live next to the railroad, you're saved. If you don't, you're effed, literally. Like you better take a really early bus or late night bus, because public transport is bad. So how did I get here even? I forgot. Anyway, public transport system in Dublin is bad, but it can get better. It can get better. Not with subway. Oh, right. Urban sprawl. So what I tried to build here, I'm trying to build something tasteful. So, for example, Steph mentioned in the comment section something about high rises. So I tried to build the cities with purpose. For example, city of 5,000 people. This is not a village of 1,000 or 2,000 people. It's a town. It's a city. It's a town. Galask. So having some kind of dense urban buildings, I think this looks really tasteful. I think some of the neighborhoods I designed are much to be desired for, but at the city center I'm really proud of it. Not this part, but the rest of it. So when I say that I don't want to build high rises, it's this. I don't want to build high rises at the edge of the city. I don't want to. I want to fix Nissesburg. I know that some of you will say it doesn't need to be fixed, but in my eyes it kind of does. I don't want to have these high rises at the edge of the city. So for example, this building here. This is the end. There's nothing there. It doesn't look natural and organic. But to be fair. Communist expansion or expansion of urban centers in communist countries is kind of interesting. So they developed the high density urban areas at the edge of the cities because in most part, at least where I come from, they didn't demolish the city centers or older buildings, but they were built towns outside of town center that were in many cases bigger than the actual cities that they are in, and they were densely and tastefully done by mass urban living, whatever, something like that. So I would like to build something more natural, but step back. But all of those cities, the further you go to the outskirts even of these new parts of the cities, you still have buildings built kind of for purpose. There's no, at least I don't remember that there's in let's say city of Zagreb, capital city of Croatia, where I spend some time, there's no dense urban buildings, let's say 10-story high at the periphery of the city. You have some of the smaller 4 or 5-story high buildings. I'm pretty sure there are buildings and cities developed, especially in the Soviet Union, especially in cities I mentioned like Arkhangelsk, Norilsk, Barentsburg, was it Barentsburg on the Svalbard, that are one building city and this kind of stuff. I think that I would like to build something like this. Dense urban centers connected, city ending with the low rises. Why is that? I'm still afraid of these buildings because of the Canvar Republic. When we build the whole capital city, we built the new parts with the shops, and then after I built both these buildings and the shops, I found out that not one, not two of these shops, but several of these biggest shops we needed were needed in order to satisfy people's needs here, because I had several of these, not these, but New Belgrade buildings with 1,200 people each in them. So we had these huge buildings, and that's a massive amount of population that requires food, sports, everything else. So building dense population centers, it's not easy, especially when you do it from the ground up. So I'm trying to build it a little bit less dense, just to make it a little bit more livable. Not only because I'm a coward and afraid of big buildings, but it's also not to have, city with 3,000 people buildings and voila, you have now 9,000 people in a city. No, I would like to build it a little bit more, gradual. To have some kind of step structure of the city, more organic look of the city, but still in some kind of micro district style. So yeah, this is what I'm trying to do. It's not that I'm afraid of big and tall buildings. I actually prefer them, especially if they have a small footprint, because they are much more efficient and easily placed everywhere. These guys still don't have fuel. That's interesting. They do. So what's the problem then? Power supply. Okay, so they have fuel, but they don't have power supply. Why don't they have power supply? Because some dumbass still didn't build a power supply. Is it this that you need? Wait, why is there a power supply? Right. Because this distribution from here that I'm actually building is supplying power there as well. So we need to finish this one. Are you missing something? You shouldn't. Pause. Why General Weltier didn't finish this? Statsovo General, no. Yeah, let's actually do this. Statsovo General and Foot Murmansk. Yeah, let's have stuff delivered from two sides and see who's faster. Unfortunately, there's no faster because they're gonna assign one truck and they don't overlap with this stuff. Okay, so we are building some some stuff over here. You can see that they are constructing these footpaths that I arranged over here, and this is a little bit different than previous designs that we had. We're gonna go overpasses in the middle of the city. I was thinking of doing underpasses as well, but I think it's a matter of taste. This looks like a rave party over here, the party city of Whaletier. So what's the problem with the underground? Let's check it. Where are you coming from? Right. Sorry. Sorry, a short break, but we're continuing on. So we have this one coming, of course, from Murmansk. Doesn't matter. Let them deliver this. Right. Do we have fuel? We should have fuel here. We have several trucks. I actually can unassign this one. This one is full. Tanker is full. You know what I'm gonna do? Park it full over here and leave it there because it's not needed anymore. But who knows in the future will it be needed or not. Fuel production. This is still a problem. Why is this still a problem? What's the problem with the city here? Fewer sellers, that's understandable, but they are feeding each other, that's fine. Do we have hungry people? Food. 10, that's out of 200, that's nothing. Culture and other stuff, they cannot address this because they're still hungry. So let them finish this. How many unemployed people we have here? More. I'm pretty sure that they're just, food needs to be satisfied, and well, you can see that there's not a issue. There's not a big issue with the food, and it's being resolved. But it was real. Two things happened here. I demolished this road, but for some reason, truck supplying food to these guys over here was actually loading directly from the warehouse. That's probably a mistake. Well, probably, obviously, mistake on my part. Hopefully it's fixed now. The refinery is still not working. I'm pretty sure that's because... Let's see. Will the 7 workers get out of here? Yeah, this is the problem. Where the hell are you going? Maybe there are workers who came to this. 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Who's the 7th? You're going to Gulag, I swear. There's 4 of them here. I don't know which one was it. Damn it. I have no idea why they're staying on a bus. I know that they come to the station and they're supposed to... The logic behind this is they're going to the station here and they're supposed to go to work after 1 hour of waiting. I believe so. If it's not so, correct me in the comment section. And if the bus arrives, they get on a bus. Even though they were waiting. 12 people, 12 workers are supposed to get out of here. Okay, everybody got out. But 14 people went to the bus. That's not ideal. So obviously we need to get, there we go, 24 workers. Okay, that's much better. Come on. We need to produce that fuel. How much fuel do we have? Shoot. Where's the freaking fuel? Whoa. Right, this one is going here to the right hand side, okay. Why don't you just go? Okay, whatever. Where's my freaking train? Where's my freaking train? We were on him. Wait, he's unloading here. Yeah. So what's the problem? Why didn't he unload here? Maybe he did. Let's see, did we import any fuel? Did we import any fuel? That would be a 500 liters of fuel or something. 300 liters. Let's see. Last month, this month was the 3rd September. That would be last month. Pause. Huh. Import, Soviet bloc, fuel. There we go. This is what we imported. Perfect. That was the only thing we imported. Where is the train now? Where's the money? Where's my money, man? Where's my money? This one only has bitumen and fuel here. Oh, alright, bitumen here and no fuel. Whoa. Why is there no fuel connected to this and why is there so many... Ah, right, because they're not loading fuel. They're loading bitumen from here. Whoa, why do you mean that they're not loading fuel? Forwarding pump 3. Yeah, that's the one here. I have no idea. I have no idea. He says that there's... He says that in this pump over here, there's 3.5 tons of bitumen connected to it. Where the hell did you get 3.5 tons of bitumen? Nothing here stores 3.5 tons of bitumen. Thousands of tons of oil, that's understandable because that's connected through this system over here. That's crude oil. And then we have this system here that is connected to this one, which should be supplying 3,000 tons of bitumen. And, well, very little fuel, but still. Where is this fuel disappearing? Are they loading it from here? No. This fuel is this... maybe it's this train. Yeah, this train is getting some fuel. Okay. Anyway, look, I don't care about this right now. Let's... I need to find this train that is importing fuel. And what the hell did you do with our fuel? Is this you? Yeah, looks like it is. He unloaded something. I'm skeptical about this. I have a feeling that he unloaded something to another train on the way. Is there a fuel smuggling operation happening that I'm not aware of? It seems like that. It seems like that from here. Why I'm questioning this? Because he just was supposed to deliver 300 tons of fuel over here for our storage here for distribution of our fuel. Because, well, you remember that refinery storage fuel that we had? Well, it's gone. So we need to produce crap load of fuel. And we have issues. Let's see. Again, passengers not being delivered. Why? Because they're probably not doing nothing. They're doing nothing. Are there... Okay, let's see this part of the city. Kindergarten. Okay. Sports. Okay. I have a feeling that this sports arena is not connected to any station. Oh, looky, it's not. How do I fix this? Let me see. F3. This arena, not even underground. Not even underground. Okay, I'm missing sports facilities. What's with this? This is kindergarten. Okay, fine, go away. Oh, really? Okay, go away. What's with the underground cables? I think there's a lot of stuff happening in Weltier that... okay, fine. Please finish this as soon as possible. Are there buses on the way? Oh, fun. There's buses on the way. And you know, with buses, how many workers we're gonna get? What the hell is this? Why is this bus delivering students? I thought that this bus... Okay. There's a bus that is delivering workers... to this construction site. Well, actually absolutely 0 workers, but there's this one for some reason delivering 3 students. Go figure. How the hell do you figure that? Who allows students to go on a construction? Wait. Yeah, Statsovo General is transporting students. Oh, really? How does that work? This is a bus assigned to a construction office that is going to Statsovo bus station and to finish voltage wires, and in the meantime he's actually transporting 3 students. What the heck? Okay. I have no idea. I have no idea. Right. Escape, F3, F1. Hopefully these students are gonna go and work on this and finish it. Actually finish it. And because we need electricity here. What about population-wise? We're doing fine. Happiness is low, but that's because of electricity. Are we having any escape? 108,000 people died in Statsovo. In Weltier. 108,000 people. There's some escapes happening here. You can see that it's going slowly up, but compared to how many deaths we had before, that's not such a big issue. You know what? I think I'm gonna need more people here, so I'm gonna try to, let's see, There's one person. How long is gonna take to finish this? 19 days. You know what? Let's not focus on this. Let them finish it. Let them eat cake. Workers here, absolutely 0. 2 in the power plant. You know what? I think it's time to... Well, I think it was a long time ago time to stop finishing this ship and focus on getting fuel back. Focusing on getting the fuel back. Okay, now let's focus on another thing. Fuel. So we have a train coming here with 300 tons of fuel. I think it's coming right here. Okay, that's perfect. It's a cute train. I like it. But for some reason, it's not doing anything. I'm going to tell him to wait until unloaded. I'm going to see what's happening with him. Because, as you can see here, if we go to our pipe system, these 2 pipes are for going out. So technically, this pipe here is going out and getting in here. I'm hoping so. It should be. Is this in or out? In, out, in, out. Well, I think it should be the same. I don't think I should be... So this is in, out, and this is out. Yeah, this is out, this is in. So we should have this one coming in. So this one is connected to this. Okay, are you feeling this one? Okay, obviously Oolykee is gone crazy. What the hell is wrong with him? The train was going back with only 60 tons of fuel there for some reason, and I'm crazy here. The 260. So the train that came here before this one, he came to the same location. He didn't unload all the fuel. He unloaded the 60 tons of fuel out of 320 or 312, and that was it. You know, he went back to the border crossing, no reason. I have no idea what happened there. I don't know what's happening here. I'm just going to ignore this and hope for the best because I have no idea what's happening. I am going to tell him to wait until unloaded, so at least don't waste electricity by going up and down. We have 300 tons of fuel delivered here. Hopefully this is going to be enough for the refinery to start actually working properly. We freed a lot of capacity for bitumen. I will allow this bitumen. This bitumen should have been exported. Really? This one is delivering. Here we go. He's gonna deliver more. He's gonna export more bitumen. So slowly we are exporting bitumen. We do have capacity for this bitumen. You can see 250 tons here. Plus we have 50 tons here. That's 300 tons of bitumen, and we have a lot of space for, well, obviously oil. Right, so initially what we did here, absolutely nothing. We need to get Statsovo footpath as soon as possible. They're finishing rolling this. They're not gonna need workers because the next stage is gonna be done. Bam, there we go. So next stage, they're gonna need steel, gravel, and electrical components. I'm just hoping that the electrical components are gonna be delivered as soon as possible as well. We have gravel here, come on, steel, go steel. You see how easily you can disrupt your industries. That's slightly sad. Okay, so what I wanted to say is one thing. Building something planned, it's all good and nice, it's fine. You can build a city that is planned, but if you try to upgrade that city, at least if you're me, you're gonna have so many problems. You're gonna have so much crap happening everywhere. Like, I don't know. Like, for example, I want to go for underground cables. Well, I will say this. I think it's my understanding of how the game functions and how everything should be done. I just told you that I just realized that you have to give your people an alternative before you actually upgrade something or downgrade something. And I probably should have done that everywhere. Every time you're upgrading something, you need to give them better alternative. And also, if you need to upgrade something, upgrade it all the way that you want. For example, there's this road over here from Statsovo and Weltir, and I probably should dedicate construction offices, potentially these ones here, to automatically upgrade the whole road bit by bit, but put it on automation, including electrical components, maybe even build a dedicated road construction office. Or why are you blinking? Stop blinking. Well, they have some kind of electricity. What's the deal with that? How come you have and don't have electricity? F3. The cables are done. Is it possible that cables are not delivering enough electricity over here? Totally possible. Totally possible. How much electricity do you need? Obviously, they cannot get more than this cable is providing them with. And obviously, it's not providing them with enough. So we have two different... Is it two? We have 1 and 2. So we have this substation connected. What are you connecting, actually? Well, just residential areas. There's nothing important here. A couple of distribution offices, a city council, couple of residential buildings, and they're getting one. They need 1 megawatt of electricity. Okay, so the problem with the cables here is that we don't have enough electricity coming through this one cable. I pressed on this. What I can do now, this is an easy, simple solution. Oh, yeah, right. This is a solution. F3, F3. Okay, this is a solution. Build this. Okay. There we go. We're gonna build additional power supply coming from a different place that's gonna supply power over there. This is gonna be general whale tier, and we're gonna go footpath. 2 of them. Let them finish this as soon as possible. Okay, my bad. Sorry about this, guys, and totally missed the point here. Sorry, I'm just gonna alt-tab for a second. Ooh, wait a minute. When I alt-tab... Ah, freezes for a second. Okay, I thought it didn't freeze anymore. Sorry, I just need to check the length because we had a short break. Right, we have 6-ish minutes left or so in this episode, and I did absolutely nothing. I created some redundancies here. What is with this power supply? Where is this power? Is this red color? Let's see if this is a red color. No, it's green. Okay, this is green. What I wanted to do is create some redundancy for the whole grid here. This is also a problem. What did you say you're connecting here? Yeah, this is going to be a little bit more problem than I expected. This is also running at, well, maximum drainage capacity is going to be huge, but it's not taking a lot of electricity as for now. Okay, do we have any connections on the power plant? We do. Should we connect most of the city? Should I? You know what? Yes, I should. The question was, should I create redundancy for our city from here? What the hell is this? Yeah, we have this... no, medium voltage is not good enough for the whole city. I probably should use all of these medium voltage connections to create proper city infrastructure. So, I can start by removing some of the existing cables. We have 1, 2, 3. We have 3 cables. 2 of them are supplying electricity to the... I'm pretty sure that they're supplying electricity to the train network, which we definitely need to create redundancy for. We did actually with the geothermal. Okay, we are not going to focus on that. Geothermal should give a little bit more electricity to the grid. And then we can disconnect from this power plant trains. We can disconnect trains from this power plant and rebuild this area. Build back better or something like that. Right, so what I wanted to start on here is create the whole redundancy, the redundancy for this. What is you doing? These guys here are giving electricity to the rest of the grid, I believe. I think that's a smart idea, but I also think that whale tier should have its own redundancy. So what I wanted to do here is a couple of these. Okay, let's start right now. Create new grid for whale tier. So we're gonna go for power transformers. I'm gonna go for 4-way power transformers. This is gonna be both connection to the grid. This is gonna be both connection to the rest of the network, and this is gonna be electricity for whale tier. One on this side of town. The other one is gonna be on the other side. Well, let's see. Both of the grids go here or one? Let's start with one. We're gonna have 10 megawatt cable. How much electricity do you produce? You produce 13, 15, 17, 18 megawatts. Well, 17 and a half, but let's say 18 megawatts. We can connect one big cable instead of these two 10 megawatt cables to this. And then from here, we can have these beautiful creatures. This one. Let's say these beautiful creatures over here. These nicely shaped. We can probably place these better. Actually, vanilla ones. They probably will give us a little bit more options. Well, you know, more connections. I think it's the same actually. 7 versus. Wait. If it's 7 versus 6, then you lose. Vanilla again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. Okay, this one has 8 connections. Okay, so let's go for 8 connections. Hell, what the hell? Stop playing with me. So here we go. Let's build this one. This one, and then we're gonna connect this one to the network. I actually don't want them to build it right now, so I'm gonna let them eat cake. I'm gonna let them finish this at a later date. This is finalized. This is finalized road, so I'm gonna build it like this. Shrink, 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 shrink. Come on, level it down. Come on. I'll level this down. Here we go, a little bit better. At least something is being done. Perfect. Sometimes they hit something like a rock or something and they just slow down. I'm gonna let this be finished first. I will see where I'm gonna connect this one because this looks like it's a little bit... You know what? I can even place this in a different location. Doesn't really matter. And I can even rotate it in the right direction. So what I wanted to do here is create proper redundancy on whale tier, redundancy of the grid in whale tier. Well, first create a different grid. So we're gonna have 8 connections here that's gonna be connected to the power plant. First, I'm gonna connect it to the rest of the grid. Probably we might have connection over here, but I can disconnect one connection to the power plant and then connect here 18 megawatt cables to this one and then 18 megawatt cables to the power plant. So we're gonna lose only half of the production of the power plant, but that electricity is actually being used for railroad and local city anyway through other cables. So cutting one cable out of here, it's not gonna be a big deal. And also, if we want to be if we want to be efficient, if we want to be efficient with this, we can actually go for these bad boys. I can go for underground power cables, but I am 99% sure that most of you will say don't connect power plants with underground cables. It doesn't look realistic. It's not realistic, and probably I shouldn't do it. And I'm pretty sure I won't do it. So what I'm gonna do in the next episode, because we are already out of time, I will. Well, in the next episodes, I will create redundancy of the power grid for the whole whale tier by connecting one high voltage power cable from the power plant, going all the way around, connecting here, and potentially on the other side of the city as well. We do have a couple of local connections for the electricity from the power plant, and I'll see what I'm gonna do with this. I can connect it to existing transformers here and just forward the power elsewhere. I'm not sure what's the best thing to do in this case, but we will work on this and we'll talk about it. Anyway, I will say I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you did, press the like button. If you didn't, leave a nasty comment in the comment section. Let me know what you think. Like, subscribe, notification bell, ring it, comment section, hit it. And if you want to support the channel, I have the description of the video. Thanks for everything, guys, and I'm gonna see you in the next one tomorrow. Bye bye.